Hello everyone, my name is Slavic KP and welcome to my first build video. If you ever want to know what it's like to drive a Ford F-150, use this build right here. What you're going to need is the exotic gauntlets Sunbracers. Solar melee kills will grant unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. Once you get that kill, you're basically unstoppable, leaving the place in flames. Sometimes I feel like that one Elmo meme. Now onto the subclass aspects and fragments of the build. First off, you'll want to have Well of Radiance. It's better for survivability and it's helpful for your teammates. Now for the abilities, go ahead and slap on that Phoenix dive, and for your melee, go ahead and add on Celestial Fire. Now I know what you're thinking, I'm insane and I'm ruining the build, but if you have a hard time getting enemies with Incinerator Snap, I promise you that using Celestial Fire is going to be your best friend. Anyways, you'll want to have solar nades for this. This build will not work for any other nades. Now moving on to the aspects, I like using heat rises as I do believe that it pairs very well with the Phoenix dive. When swallowing the nade and use the dive, it'll scorch targets upon landing. Now with the touch of flame, you'll see that not only will the nades last a little longer, but if you watch closely, you'll notice a little blob of lava around it, ensuring that the enemies will melt away. Now on to the fragments. Definitely put on Empyrean so you can increase your duration of restoration as it does regenerate your health. Resolve will cure you upon grenade kills. Ashes will apply more scorch stacks to enemies, giving you an easy dub. And finally, torches to make you and your homies radiant and deal increased damage to enemies. Now for the weapons, these are what I prefer to use depending on what activity that I'm doing. Name of the weapon on top and rolls at the bottom. And in the heavy slot, feel free to choose weapons that suit your playstyle and help cover different ranges. Weapons with solar damage types can further enhance your solar synergy. And to all my well skaters who want to have an eager edge sword, cut it out, we're trying to kill enemies, not run away from them. Now onto the armor mods, starting with the helmet. You'll want to have Ashes to Assets on to get that bonus super energy on a grenade kills, as this build does revolve around a lot of grenades. You'll basically get that super back in practically no time, and then what you're going to do is put on double harmonic siphons. On the gauntlets, firepower is pretty heat to have on, no pun intended, and then you'll want to have on momentum transfer. For the chest piece, you can have on pretty much whatever you want. I always change these mods based on what activity I do. For now, I just have on harmonic reserves and concussive dampener. Now onto the legs, you'll want to have Invocation with 2 solar charges for bonus solar damage. And finally, the bond. Put on double outreach and time dilation. You'll notice that I have a lot of melee mods on, and that is because you'll always want to have it in order to proc the nades. The main thing about this build is the melee and the solar grenades. You'll always want to have your melee up so that way you can use your Sunbracers to its full potential. With the orbs you pick up, it's going to restore your melee a lot faster, giving you basically an infinite amount of nades. This build is very excellent for clearing out hordes of enemies or melting bosses into oblivion. With all of that being said, if you like this build, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. I'll have my dim link in the description as well as other socials. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future builds, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep the flames burning bright and remember that I love you in-game.